We are on the east side of Tract 6 at the Fiery Fork Conservation Area. We're looking to the west at the property. This east several hundred feet is open pasture. Actually, we're mowing that right now. It hadn't been mowed for a couple of years. We just recently got these properties. We're parked about where the easement road is, or where it will be, I should say. You can get to all these properties right now, these tracts, in a truck or an SUV. We're building and improving the road, which will make things easier in the near future. Here he comes with that tractor. I'm gonna hop in and we'll head west and try to get in front of him before it gets dusty. This area here that's mowed is actually the trail that goes back to, all the way back to the Fiery Fork Conservation Area. The property does as well. This is just an existing trail that borders the north side of the property. So everything you see on the left is going to be on Tract 6. So not only does Tract 6 directly border the conservation area, but you've got excellent access to this trail, which will take you right back to the conservation area. And that's 1,600 acres of land that's open to the public for hunting. There are campsites, camping, hiking. That's the word I was trying to think of. There are hiking trails you can explore and use. I'm looking right into the sun, so I know this isn't great on the video. But anyway, the Fiery Fork Conservation Area, there are a couple of accesses to the Little Niangua River right there. And I'll park here. We're coming into the timber. So Tract 6 has quite a bit of open pasture on the east where we came from. You can see this hasn't been mowed yet. He is in the process of doing that. So that's a potential site right there for your cabin or home or campsite. And then if you want supreme privacy, you just head right back into the timber. Like I'm doing right now. See if I can hop this fence. Watch out for the fence. I'm going to see if I can find a break in the fence line. But it looks like a pretty good fence, so I'll just hop over it. The guys will probably cut the fence at some point for better access back to this west part. But be aware there is an old fence here. If it's dark, they're tough to see. Okay. Oh, this is pretty. This looks like a postcard. It's always tough with the video camera because I just know that it's not picking up the nuances in the color here. The leaves are changing. A lot of them have dropped already, so we've got that autumn sound as I walk through here. But beautiful mature timber. Loaded with mature timber. This is gorgeous. The sun is just peeking through these yellow golden leaves, and this is beautiful. Looking back toward the pasture to the east. But yeah, if you wanted privacy, just come back to the west. We've got some more fencing, old fencing. Just be aware of that as you walk through here. It's no fun to get snagged on that stuff. I'll just keep the camera running and I'll walk for a couple minutes. But you can see that this hasn't been logged in decades. These trees are, quite a few of them are mature oak and hickory hardwood, 30, 40, 50 years old and more. I was told that the only trees that have been logged in anyone's memory were for the personal firewood of the former owner, who was a farmer that owned a large tract of land here. So he had a couple spots where he would cut the smaller trees for firewood, but other than that, it has been more than my lifetime since any commercial logging was done here, which is obvious when you walk through. When you've got this amount of big timber, then it has not been logged for many, many years. The leaves are falling, the acorns are falling. Fantastic area for deer. Wild turkey as well. But the deer will come and get these acorns. And this is just beautiful. This is what I would call a prime spot for a private hunting cabin. Back here in this big timber, you would be totally secluded from that easement road. And you could certainly choose to build closer to the easement road if you wanted some of that pasture as your yard. I'm heading west and I just see more timber. And we're just seeing one portion of the property, just this little swath where I'm walking. You can take your time and really explore this at your leisure. And once you've thoroughly explored Tract 6, well, then you can take a few years of your life and explore the Fiery Fork Conservation Area, which I already mentioned, the 1,600-acre area directly bordering the property. In fact, I believe we have gone back far enough that we've reached the west side of the property. I can see an older fence line with signs every so often, and those signs will probably say conservation area. So there, now I'm in the Fiery Fork Conservation Area. I have 1,600 acres where I can walk around. If you're a hunter, you can scout out your stands or whatnot, your hunting areas here, and then you can go back across the fence to your extremely private property and spend your evening in your cabin or your RV or whatever. But yeah, directly adjacent to the Fiery Fork. It is so tough to find properties adjacent to public land, especially properties that have good access, some open pasture. If you've been looking for properties for a while, you already know that it's tough to find properties with mature timber. Most of that stuff goes to the loggers. They either buy the land or they buy the timber. They've got to do what they do. The Fiery Fork, you can walk to any part of the Fiery Fork, but I believe it's about a mile walk to the access to the Little Niangua and some campsites. I haven't walked it yet, but I plan on it. Just basically a nature preserve adjacent to your property. Super cool. So looking back over the fence onto Tract 6. Now we're back on the private property. Big timber all over the place. Some medium-sized stuff too, but a lot of nice big timber. So this is Tract 6 at the Fiery Fork Conservation Area. Good access right into the Fiery Fork. It's actually the first time I've actually set foot in the Fiery Fork, but it was a pleasant walk here. We were able to drive back through the pasture, and then since this had mature timber, we didn't have to fight any brush. Could have taken the four-wheeler with ease right through here. Nice property. Tract 6 at the Fiery Fork Conservation Area. I think I said that probably several times. I just keep walking and enjoying. We sell a lot of property that has been logged, because most property doesn't get to this point without a logger talking someone into selling the timber or some timber. So I'm spellbound on a property like this. These tracts out here, they don't all have timber this nice. Most of these properties at the Fiery Fork do have some kind of timber, but this is really nice. I'm happy to see all these nice big trees. Okay, now I'll stop. Tract 6, for the 12th time, Tract 6 at the Fiery Fork Conservation Area.